where things almost make sense, and most everything is interesting and mildly unique. It's a place that feels somewhat familiar and has the suspicious comfort of a loving semi-omnipresence. You are on the outskirts of Loutopia. Sit back and relax, or tense up and march around. Please welcome your host of Loutopia, Lou Angel Wolf.
Yeah, baby. I don't know who is tensed up and marching around, but you're welcome to do it if that's the way you want to do it. But we'd rather you just sit down, enjoy yourself, have a beverage, be it hot, be it cold, be it adult, be it juvenile. But hydrate while you listen to the Loutopia show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lou Angel Wolf, and I guess I'm hosting this thing here because they got the mic pointed towards me. And here on the show, second half is always we had Steve Lally on the first half. Really, really funny cat, and we thank him so much for calling in. Some funny stories, nice insights. And on mic 2, Mike Merberg, right there.
Hey.
How you doing, bub?
Doing good.
Good. And, of course, over there pushing the buttons, Chris Gorgeous.
Hello.
Hey. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we usually do a couple of minutes and we lead in, but consequently today is a special day. Our co-host is on the air already she's a hypnotherapist down in Sarasota. You can find her at Beth Snyder, BethSnyderHypnosis.com. And now the proud owner, operator of the Om Shop. That's TheOmShoppe, theomshoppe.com. Beth Snyder, how you doing, love?
Doing good. Shoppy, like the old English. Shoppy.
Yeah, it's the old Shoppe. Come in here, get your act together here in the Shoppe.
Sounds like a perfect place for Fweeny to shop.
Yes, the first half we revealed Kung Fu and Fweeny Delto.
Nice.
So I'm just finding the Kung Fu to be very, very handy.
Oh, sorry to miss Stephen Lawley. He's very, very entertaining. I enjoy him.
Yeah,
we had a great conversation last time he was on.
Yeah, he's a good dude, and he's touring through town, and he just played down by you, Port Charlotte or somewhere like that. Well, Beth,
they're everywhere. Those stand-up comics.
Oh, they wander around aimlessly. But we had a lovely weekend. I was at McCurdy's Comedy Theater down there in Sarasota, of course, Beth's hometown, and probably my hometown one of these days. And, we do love it down there. Fun shows with Carmen Cirasillo at the club, and then we got to hang a little bit. And, Beth, I cannot brag enough about how wonderful the Om Shop is. It's just a beautiful space. And I was there for a few minutes, and I bought a little pendulum. You can kind of ask the world questions with your little pendulum. And the first question I asked them, my new pendulum is, "Am I in a sacred space?" And it immediately answered yes. So and not that I needed that to define it. But there it was, right there. Just that, and I mean, it really started rocking like right away. Just amazing. But it's what's the address of the shop, Beth?
It's 4801 South Tamiami Trail.
Which is also US 41, correct?
US 41, that's right. And if you're from Sarasota, you may know the Landings, which is a big shopping plaza. So we're right across the street from that. But
yeah.
It is a sacred space. It's so wonderful. We're so excited. I'm definitely practicing a lot of my own practice what you preach.
Yeah, sure.
This is a big undertaking. So the stresses, I'm not immune to the stresses of trying to get it all straight and driving right. We're 6 days in now. Been preparing for a couple months. So yeah.
Well, the reality has settled in.
Yes, it does. Oh my God, what have we done?
We're in charge of all these singing bowls. The world
They keep singing.
The world needs singing bowls, and we're the ones that have to get them to them. So The singing bowls are absolutely beautiful, and I so see and understand our friend Rachel Rosher, who's a hypnotherapist from Texas. She does singing bowl therapy for autistic children, and they have marked increases in attention span, and it's a very, very healing thing for autistic children. Those tones really identify well with them, and it's an amazing thing, amazing. And
I've seen wonderful lectures on them. There's a woman, her name is it doesn't come to me right away, but she teaches a wonderful class on how to use the Tibetan bowls and the singing bowls, the court singing bowls as well, to help these children on the spectrum, and it is changing their lives. It's incredible how they resonate with it. I love that Rachel's doing that work, and I really hope to bring that through this space as well, to help all of those, because it's there's so many children now suffering in that way, and I'm not sure if it's evolution we're seeing because they are they're so gifted in so many wonderfully incredible ways.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It is that the Hopi Indians call it the God point, where something looks normal till you find the one little, you could call it a flaw if you want to, but I wouldn't. That one little piece of difference, and that's where God entered into it. Sometimes they'll talk about the God point, like when they make those rugs. They make and there'll be an error in the rug. There'll be a missed stitch or something, and they'll just say, "Well, that's the God point." And and that happens with human beings too. Is there's something special about them, and a lot of times you can't see it, but when you do notice it, and then something like this, like the singing bowl therapy, if that taps into, because those people are fine. They're fine. They just, for the most part, and there's so much wonderful, I don't know whether you would call it repair or just a brightening or a enhancement of the situation, making the person more expressive and more complete. Really amazing things that are going on. And I just want you to know, Beth, today I have on my my Practice Happy T-shirt.
Nice. Renee got it out to you. All right.
Yeah, from
I'm
our
still waiting
friend.
on mine,
Well, I think I might have got yours. But, yeah, mine has darts. But anyway, it's Renee Brent, who we had on a few weeks ago, her book, How Big Is Your Butt? B-U-T. Bestseller, Amazon Rock and Roll, Man Oh Man, outsold Anthony Robbins one week. Big.
Link is on Loutopia.com.
Yep, you can. If you go to Loutopia.com, you can order. Go to the website, and you can probably even order a Practice Happy shirt, just like I got.
It's all on there.
I believe you can.
Well, cool.
Good for Renee.
Yes, and we'll have her back on soon. But Beth, today's topic is the best things in life, and a lot of people say the best things in life are free, and of course, I agree with that. The little emotions and feelings that you can't buy. There's some good stuff you can buy that's pretty good, but what do you enjoy? What if you had to complete that sentence, what would you say?
Well, as I was able to spend time with both you and Mike this weekend, to me, connecting with others in love, I think that's it, yes. I'm so grateful that you guys came and supported me through this, and, I think that's the greatest thing in life to me is when you have a genuine, authentic exchange with another human being that has no agenda other than love and kindness. That really is so.
That really is beautiful, isn't it? And and you so dwell in that arena, with your hypnotherapy practice. That's BethSnyderHypnosis.com. Spelled like Snyder, spelled like the pretzel Snyder.
That's right.
and
or the maintenance guy on
or the
sitcom.
maintenance guy on
No, that's
One Day at a Time.
Oh, that's Snyder. Okay.
He was, don't use that spelling. You'll never find it.
Oh, that show was a rip.
Nice pull on there, that one, Chris.
I went old school. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. But we were talking about the best things in life, and we've covered like sleeping in on a rainy day and making eye contact of somebody that you wanted to make eye contact with. And
Skinny dipping.
Skinny dipping. We talked about that.
Ooh.
And
She liked that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's nature.
Yeah, I'm a nature girl. I need nature. I've had my nudist times.
Sure.
Yeah, I lived on the Mayaca River, and my other friends were kind of nudists, and it was nice, You just kind of were free, a little bit freer, outdoor showers and all that stuff.
Well, thinking of naked women, I think the best things in life are the things that you end up saying, Jesus, thank you, God. It's just, it's like gratitude. You got to have gratitude. When you're giving gratitude because something unexpected happens, that is like one of the best things in life.
Oh, giving gratitude is one of my favorite things to do. I love to give women gratitude. Love it. Love it. But there was a couple little things, too. I'm working off this list. And I want to give them credit. Their website is Mark and Angel. That's MarcandAngel, markandangel.com. And there was like the 30 simple things in life that make you happy. And some of them are cute. Well, let me fix my glasses here. Hold on. And there we go. Much better. Just little like making eye contact with somebody, and some of these are just kind of whatever. Hearing the right song at the right moment. The first sip of a beverage when you're thirsty. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Especially like coming in from cutting the grass or something, and there's a ice cold beer there. That's one.
The problem is the rest of the beer doesn't taste the same.
No, I know.
Nothing is good.
Well, it's like cocaine. That first line of cocaine is the best one you'll do all night. And,
That's right.
And it's amazing, not that I do it often, but I can do now in my life one line of cocaine. Mm-hmm. I can do one. And go, oh, thank you, that was wonderful. Mm-hmm. Little sparkles go over my nose, and
sparkle.
That was great.
What, you got glitter cocaine? Where are you getting your cocaine from?
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
I get it from a unicorn.
He's getting it from Claire's.
I haven't seen that since the 80s when they used to sell sparkle Coke. Trying to bring it back into fashion, and it started falling off with all the arrests.
He gets his Coke from Spencer's Gifts.
I think I just admitted to a global forum that I still will do a line of cocaine. How stupid! What a dumb thing to say.
In moderation, you
we're being ultimately honest here.
Yeah,
this is where truth resides.
Yeah, my son hardly listens to the show. But I tell you what, and it happened a few months ago or several months ago. Maybe it was years. Who knows? But I was offered the Uno Lineo.
The bump, as it were.
The bump. And I just did it, and I was so happy. And when it came back around for me, I just passed it by, and they went, "Oh, you don't like it?" I go, "No, I love it. That's why I'm passing it." Because
I'll be chasing it till dawn.
Because across the table is a guy that's been up for 39 hours.
Looking at you like, are you going to do that? Because I will.
Oh, yeah. He's
well, I think it's a matter of having the brain receptors for it. It's like, I've tried it. And I used to have a girlfriend in Peru. So it was pretty good stuff.
How handy.
Direct connect.
How handy was that?
How handy.
Yes,
that beats the shit out of Spencer's, I'll tell you that.
And he had a mistress in Afghanistan.
And a fine goat she was.
Oh, that's funny. But there's another one too. It's catching a glimpse of bare skin on the opposite sex or somebody that you find attractive. That happened to me about a month ago, and it is a really pleasurable thing. I was walking into a mall, and there was a lady getting out of a Corvette with a skirt on, and it was just little aquamarine blue panties, but I wasn't expecting it, and it was a really nice little treat.
Yeah, that ranks right up there. I know. Beth's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It
Oh
really
my
is.
God.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, panties. Wow, that's the next thing as being naked.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it is the next thing.
What else is on that list? Holy crap!
This is a good list.
Apparently they've
Right.
covered it all.
And
Who
this
wrote
is
this list?
and this is something that we do here all the time.
Mark and Angel.
That brings you joy is saying the same thing simultaneously. Yeah, back, no tag backs. You know what I'm talking about?
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, you got to buy me a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one too. I like this especially as much as I drive. The pull-through parking spot, where you can just pull through to the other side. And when it's time to go, I can just go.
Don't have to do the whole backy-uppy thing.
And then in Florida, the penultimate parking spot would be the pull-through parking spot in the shade. I will hike it. I'll walk another 25 yards to park in shade.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my truck likes it too because it's black.
I mean, it's like a 50-degree difference after
It
15 minutes at Home Depot.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
And this,
the inside of my Mercedes actually has melted down here.
yeah, I saw that. It's getting droopy.
It's true.
obviously not a Mexican Mercedes.
Might not be brand name. I'll have to check.
He's not used to the heat, man.
Yeah.
Mercedes. A Mercedes.
That's not a Mercedes.
Mercedes hands.
It's a Mexican tiger.
And this one goes to another realm. A familiar smell, like a smell that you like when it comes around. I'll start this out. You know one of my favorite smells? Of course.
God only knows.
Of course that.
At this point, who the hell knows?
Of course that.
we were at panties before. So it's like,
I'm gonna really throw one high and outside. Play-Doh. I love the smell of Play-Doh.
I do
man.
too, I think.
In fact, if they
not
made
good.
women's perfume like Play-Doh smell, I'd crawl all over them.
I don't know if
yeah.
I'd like to see the woman that would wear that cologne. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah,
She could catch her a wolf. She could.
I was doing a line of Play-Doh the other day.
I got so carried away. It smelled so good. I'm right up there.
No, modeling clay or Play-Doh, you're right, has a nice distinctive smell to it. It's nice.
It's a beautiful scent. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it smells. If they made car air freshener Play-Doh flavored, I would buy it.
Someone will now. You put
And
the
I don't
idea
mean-
into the universe.
And I don't mean the philosopher. I don't know how he smelled at all. But
He was Greek.
Well, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
it's Greek. He smelled like tzatziki sauce. But I love the smell of Play-Doh, and it just charms me. It just really. In fact, I have bought Play-Doh just to smell it.
Oh my God.
That's how much
Susie
I like
Orman would
it.
Just have a fit.
Yeah, I think you should go on My Strangest Addiction. I think that might be the next road for you. It's maybe a little
It's not like
segment.
I'm all holed up with all these open, dried out cans of Play-Doh.
Yeah, what do you
going
mean?
to the store, all stressed out, all wired out to buy Play-Doh.
Surrounded by women with Play-Doh necklaces, playing up to
I got white and Smurf blue Play-Doh smears all over my face. Like yell.
Yeah, what are you making of? Nothing.
And Jimmy Schubert calls me up. Hey, what you got? You got my Play-Doh? But that's a really nice that having a nice smell like. And sometimes when I go to my mom's house, and if she's making spaghettis, man oh man, there's something about my mom's spaghetti. She makes kind of a sweet sauce, and it just permeates the air so beautifully. It's a rare occasion. My mom's 78. She don't cook as much as she used to, and nor should she have to. Okay, but when I come
Dangerous at this point.
oh my gosh, it's just so wonderful, so nice.
I like the fresh cut grass. That's what I like.
Fresh cut glass.
No, not glass. Grass.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good.
grass.
Yeah, and I can't smell glass. Fresh cut glass, and then God, now you got me saying it. Damn it! Fresh cut grass, and then they make soaps that smell like that now. There's a soap place in St. Pete, and you
Yeah.
get fresh cut grass soap.
So you can sneeze right there in your own home, anytime you want.
Comes with a box of Claritin.
Mike, what do you like? What smell?
Oh, geez.
Oh, come on now. It's got to be
Smell.
one that stands out that really puts you over.
That you can talk about.
let's just keep it at panties, okay?
From this company.
The next best thing.
Beth, how about you?
I don't know. I like the way my dog smells.
Do you?
I love smelling my dogs. Like I
Stevie
love
Nicks.
my dogs. Yeah, all my dogs through all the years. I always remember how they smelled.
Aw.
They're just-
I do that to my son's hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smelling my son.
Yeah, I like smelling my kid.
Right now he puts up with it. I'm sure in a year or two he's gonna be like, dude, if you don't get off me right now, like, stop smelling me, bro.
Dad.
Yeah, right
Dad.
now he thinks it's cute. He's like, oh, but in a year, I got maybe a year left.
Yeah, you can't smell him much past that.
Yeah, then testosterone kicks in. You're going to knee in the nuts.
Well, then he starts stinking. I mean, the little boys stink.
But yeah, they do start.
Little
Around
boy
11, they turn into a keg of nails. But I will also say I love the smell of perking coffee too. Perking
well,
coffee.
garlic, anything. Put garlic in any kind of hot oil or butter, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't get much better. As soon as you do that, everyone's like, oh, it smells so good.
Yes. And now I think this is the one Mike was looking for. He just couldn't get to it. The smell of fresh, clean bed sheets. Oh, man, nice. Now dig this, okay? I've had some really great adventures in my life, and about 20 years ago or so, I was working on a writing project, living on Martha's Vineyard in the summertime, staying in $1.5 million house that I had to myself like 5 of the 7 days of the week. Okay. And I remember one time doing the laundry, and these people had, just the best sheets in the world. I don't know. What are they? 4,000 count? I don't know. Whatever the count is. The ridiculous count.
Egyptian linen.
The kind you don't, the kind regular people can't buy. Okay. Well, anyway, I washed the sheets and I hung them out on the line in Martha's Vineyard, and it was like a 72-degree day, and it was windy, and we were right on the water. And I came in and I made the bed that night, and I did all the pillowcases, I did the down comforter, I did everything, and it was all sun dried from the ocean mist, and I just sat there and just smelled all night. I just smelled my surroundings.
Yeah, you're giving me visions of summer of 42.
It was all fine till the neighborhood security guard noticed the activity in the house.
Yeah, see, you got that vision. I got visions of gray gardens. I'm like, what the hell? Alone on the vineyard, dilapidated house, cats.
The exact opposite. The exact opposite.
And Mrs. Katz.
What a beautiful experience that was.
Oh my gosh! I just laid there and I was alone, and I still enjoyed myself. It was amazing.
Of course. Of course you
I can't. And this is the next one on the list, and that particular, the clean sheet thing, laying up there with the Egyptian thread count and the 72-degree weather with no humidity and a breeze blowing through. I'm on the 3rd story of the house. And the view out of the 3rd story, you looked all the way down the beach on one side and all the way up the beach on the other, and it was phenomenal. I mean, you just hear the waves crashing. Every once in a while, a seagull would just come right by your window, like 3 feet away. Hey, what's going on in here? And
So how much writing did you get done?
I wrote my ass off, dude.
Oh, wow.
I wrote my ass off. I was writing this thing for Donna Summer at the time.
Cool.
And it was a Christmas show special that they needed some skits written for. And there was one of those times in my life where I go, somebody come by and pinch me, because how the hell is this my life? I'm staying in this kicked out house in Martha's Vineyard. I'm getting paid to work for Donna Summer, who's one of the nicest people that there ever was. And, and just an amazing time. Just an amazing time. And I've been grateful for a long, long time. I've had some series of, feeling sorry for myself, but man, oh man, that was just a beautiful time. A beautiful view is very important too. But as we're going on, a lot of these are having a good laugh, the feeling after a good workout, which I don't experience often enough.
I thought that's a lot of people like pain though, so
it's true.
It's not pain though. It's not, because I know you were hardcore into it. I just started getting back into shape, and you get the pain like 2 hours after, but right immediately after, when you're still hot and you're still sweaty, it's like it's like a cleanse almost. It's like you feel cleansed.
Yes.
I'm 61. It's pain.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Now,
how old are you, Chris?
I'm 50.
You're 50. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm 50.
I always think you're younger.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just started skating again, skateboarding, and I do martial arts on occasion. So yeah, it's I had a little sedentary period, but I've been athletic most of my life. Not like a team athletic. Just naturally want to go out and play basketball. Played soccer for a long time. Always doing something, moving. Got to keep moving.
That's right.
It's fun. Yeah, I don't go to the gym anymore. I used to do all that lifting and all that, but I just walk a lot. I walk miles and miles. Sometimes I'll walk 5 to 7 miles a day. So
that's great. I can't do the gym. I can't deal with the people there or just the atmosphere. I can't do it.
What are you talking about?
It's just all gym
Lunks.
rats.
Lunks.
Yeah, pretty much. And they always got that that music going all the time. It's like, really? Can you play anything else but the? It's like, oh my god.
Exactly. I mean, you can, like I was looking at something the other day, hot yoga. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to walk down to the corner and, grab my ankles, and I'm pretty sure that qualifies. It's 98 degrees outside.
Hot yogurt?
Yeah, no, we live in hot yoga.
Hot yoga.
Hot yogurt would make you sick. I wouldn't want any hot yogurt.
Unless you put it in your borscht.
Was that a borscht joke?
That was a borscht joke.
Here's another one that I like, and this I totally identify with this. Relaxing outdoors on a sunny day. Yeah, but I mean not
my favorite.
Yeah, with your
north.
shoes off in green grass. Yeah, like a Pennsylvania.
Yeah, not here.
No, not like an
You can
Indian.
do it here too. You got to catch it the right time of the day.
There's
but,
nine.
Yeah,
there's
I try
nine.
to lay on the ground every day.
Yeah, there's 9 days available in Florida. You can do this.
Yeah, but each and every one of those days, you're still buffet for like the red ants.
That's true. But like up north, like the Indian summer, you got your shoes off, you got your feet dug into the grass, and there's a little breeze blowing. Oh my God. It really is that is a balancer for me, and this one is I really like this too. Holding hands with somebody you love, it's so nice. I hold hands with my mom anytime we go out. Like we walk into a restaurant together. We're always holding hands.
He's a good son.
Well, I've had my seasons, but. Some seasons I wasn't the best son, but I just that comfort of some, especially your mom. I mean, it's
Oh, sure.
it's an amazing time. And then if you're truly in love with somebody, just that unification, just that simple thing. Let's hold hands while we walk into this place, or go here or go there. And I do have an excessive hand holding story. The hand-holding taken to the kung fu level.
Would you please let go of me?
No kidding. I'm like 16 years old, and I got this crush on this girl named Darlene Warner. Okay, and she's just the cutest little poker straight blonde hair, pretty little face, just a little doll. Okay, and we're both 16, and I asked her to go on the March of Dimes walkathon.
Oh my God.
Which is a 16-mile walk.
Oh my God.
Well, about mile number 2, I get the nuts up to grab her hand. Okay, and we start holding hands. She doesn't reject. She takes my hand. So we held hands for the next 14 miles. we ate sandwiches with the other hand and still continued holding hands.
By mile 13, it was like a 3-legged race,
There were times heading into the home stretch, we looked at our hands were shriveled like we'd been in the tub
Oh my God.
from just sweating into each other's palms.
Give $1 million to hear the inner dialogue in her head. That whole 14 miles.
Going, what is this?
Oh my God!
She said,
Anything.
he won't let go. He's not letting go. Oh, I don't want to offend him, but I can't feel my 2 fingers now.
Is this ape lost?
I think he
And
might
he
be
will be
needy.
mine, and I will love him forever and ever and never let go.
And you know what's funny? We never saw each other again after
I was
that.
going to say, wrong play, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
I used it. I mean, I called. She called me back.
not
I
a-
called again,
yeah,
and
because you turned the walkathon into a Stephen King novel. That's why.
bam, 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 bam. That was crazy, man.
Hand holding
Yes.
in theaters next week.
He held her hand all day.
What do you do when they won't let go?
The hand holder.
You're sweating.
So,
Was this after
That's
you
kung
saw The
fu,
Exorcist?
hand-holding.
or
No
before?
doubt.
oh God, that's the other thing we were talking about first hour, Beth. I don't like gory movies and horror stuff, and I know it's just makeup and all that stuff, but it creates really ugly imagery in my head, and there's so many other pretty things.
I like how you start off that at both explanations by saying, "I know it's makeup. I know it's not real."
Right.
Like anybody's going to accuse you of that
Right.
as an adult. You know it's fake, right?
Well, you don't have real snuff films, Angel Wolf? They're not real? You don't have the grade
You
Z?
don't think they just killed that woman?
You don't have grade Z snuff films? So, anyway.
Eli Roth is wanted by authorities.
Yeah,
That's
so,
a testament to the hypnotic state watching a movie. You absolutely go into a different state. It's incredible.
I was in Arkansas to see a couple movies.
That's a
But-
different state.
It is a different state. But now Halloween's coming up, and now I have to sit. Not that I watch much television, but when I am exposed to it, I have to watch all the Universal Studios Halloween horror promotion they come up with.
Halloween Horror Night,
And this one is The Exorcist this year.
the theme.
You couldn't pay me to go there.
Yeah, I know. You couldn't.
What do they serve? Like pea soup for dinner?
Pea soup on a stick.
Free pea soup.
Pea soup on a stick.
Well, that movie's got so much just horrible, just awful stuff. I don't know how they're going to pan that into a display. Mm-hmm. I took a 10-year-old kid there, and he was into it. I was doing Big Brother work, and so I took him there. His mother paid for it, and we went there. And it was ridiculous. You have to wait in line, and then you got people pushing you through because they're frightened, even though they know it's not real. They're like, Lou, I know it's not real, yet they're shoving me because they're freaked out.
Everyone's screaming, I know it's not
I'd
real.
be shoving back the other way to leave.
Well,
experience.
I had the kid with me, and at one point I got shoved through part of the display, and then the guy came out to scare me, or scared the group that I was stuck with, and he elbowed me right in the face, dude. Like, hit me right in the nose. I'm like, okay, not scary, painful, now I'm pissed. Like, I'm not, this is not, it just, the whole thing is like, no thank you.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. That would be like the worst day of my life, having to go to the Exorcist themed Halloween.
Yeah, it's like probably
park.
It's probably like a haunted house you have to go
in
to.
some sweaty ass haunted house.
Yep.
And here's the other thing too.
And people shove you.
surrounded by people.
Yep.
I love people.
No.
I love them from afar.
Not like that. Yeah, not like that.
And the older we get, I mean, maybe I don't know, Michael. I don't appreciate crowds like I used to.
No. Crowds make you nervous. But I was thinking about that ride you're talking about. It'd be a good place for it? You know where they're building that gigantic arc in
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was like they pass you through the Exorcist attraction first, and then
Oh,
Straight to the ark.
straight to the ark. Yeah,
conversion rate will go right through the roof.
bathtub at the end of the ark. They're gone. They're members. Goodbye.
They're like, I'm in. I'd like a deck chair, please.
Build them right next door to each other.
I'll ride the giraffe to eternity. But yeah, and so yes, now we got to sit through that and see. I don't. That is one of my least favorite things in life. I don't like being scared. I don't like being, freaked out. I mean, I don't like looking at that gory stuff. I mean, I do. I turn my head.
Well, it creates its own version of PTSD.
Yes.
I mean, it really does. And being a Taoist, the saying of the Tao is, your mind is a garden. You keep the crap out.
Yeah.
You don't
sure.
need to expose yourself to that visual carnage.
Yeah. That's
That'll desensitize you.
Well, I sure like having that built-in excuse. Because it just ain't for me, man.
There must be something wrong with me because being in the medical field, I have a morbid curiosity about what the body can endure and what it can't endure. But there are certain genres of film that I can't watch. I can't watch torture anymore. Bothers me. Can't watch rape scenes anymore. Bothers me. Gun violence doesn't bother me. Just regular violence, punching and stuff like that doesn't bother me because I'm a big martial arts fan. But rape and torture, I can't do it. And even in a movie, I can't. It just bothers me. Can't do it.
Well, it's, as well as it should.
I used to be like no problem.
You were tough.
The first time I saw Clockwork Orange, there's a big rape scene in that film. It's a fantastic. I love the film. I'm a huge fan of film in general, and I got the message within that film. I went back when I was older and watched the same movie, and that scene just bothered me.
Yeah, it makes you sick.
It really bothered me.
Yeah.
It kind of ruined Singing in the Rain for me too. But
Ruined a lot of things.
yeah. But anyway,
I think that comes with age. I think you're a little more, because you're wanting to experience things and explore things and see things, and especially if you're trying to find your way in the world. I think, and as you get older, it's you just don't want it.
Or
you don't want that.
Don't you have more compassion as you get older too? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Just
absolutely.
Just
I think
towards living things.
yeah. Well, yeah. And here's the thing. To me, if you don't gather more compassion as you get older, I think you're kind of missing the point. If you're if you're Glenn Danzig your whole life, I really, I think they, and it's going to be funny when Danzig gets old and starts softening up and goes,
I'm really not that mad.
I'm not that angry yet. I'm not the devil's plaything. I was just saying. Just saying.
More of an acquaintance now.
Yeah, just I know who he is. I know where he lives. But that is now, Beth. I know in your hypnotherapy practice, I'm sure. I mean, we're a little off base here from the theme of the show, but I know that when you've had people in their subconscious, some of that stuff they probably viewed like in movies or horror houses or that kind of thing. That might come up, huh?
I've never had like movie stuff come up per se, but definitely being frightened, in that major development time, from 0 to 7 or 8 when the subconscious is really forming. Being really frightened as children, being frightened in your crib, being frightened by parents fighting, those are the things that tend to come up more, than what like maybe a movie or something like that. But those movies and stuff can trigger all those intrinsic fears that are already at play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like I do know a lot of people that are into gore and all the horror movies and they're deeply collected. And I kind of noticed that there's like kind of a sad countenance to them a little bit. It's a little
disconnect.
A little disconnect, yeah. That they don't quite. I don't think they're smelling the Play-Doh like I do.
Yeah, talk about a lower vibratory level. It's
Yeah.
they're disturbed.
Yeah, something's getting hurt, and something's getting abused, and something's getting left out, and
it makes them more likely for them to act out and abuse. The studies have done that show people that abuse dogs and animals are far more likely to abuse and kill human beings.
Yeah.
So,
there one in 100. I watched a really interesting documentary not too long ago on sociopaths and psychopaths, and 1 in 100 is a sociopath. In fact, sociopaths do very well in business typically.
Really?
So chances are you're around them, and they really don't have the capacity for compassion. I think they can develop it if they choose to, but they're kind of void of it.
I have met some sociopaths in business, and I can pick them out from 10 feet. I really can. I mean, I can listen to a guy rap for 10, 15 minutes, and I can just just run.
What are the factors that you hear? Give me an example of like something you would go, oh, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Lots of narcissistic
me.
points of view, condemning of other people and other ideas, condemning the competition, using flamboyant words that like he's playing a commercial for you. What he really hopes you're receiving is he just tells you blatantly, But I noticed, there's limited eye contact, short, abrupt handshakes, those kind of things. Because it's nice. I got into this habit a couple of years ago when I shake somebody's hand. Now, mostly because I have to shake hands with women all the time. With a guy, I give him a nice firm handshake. I don't crush his hand or nothing,
Yeah.
But with ladies, I take their hand and give them a little bit of a firm handshake, and then I like pat the backside of their hand with my other hand. Like I use both hands to shake their hand.
Yeah, I do that too. I do that with guys. I'll do the firm and then put my hand. Really, 2 hands. All right. If I like them.
The Bill Clinton shake.
Is that what that is?
I think so.
I better switch that up. Damn it.
One hand on the breast and the other hand on the hand.
One hand wiping the chin, but so it's but with your psychopaths, you never have that. It's always a quick. They might have the overpowering hand, or they grab you short. They'll do that too. Like when you go to shake hands.
Drives me insane.
Yeah, the guys grab you short.
Oh, I
and
hate that.
They shake your fingers.
Yeah, can't you just put your fingers together and give me a proper handshake? It
Right.
drives me insane.
Yeah, and then they just give you this shake, and then they let go of it. And you're
I'm not condemning anybody. I'm just saying it drives me insane.
But
Do you ever get that real weak hand where they just give you the real weak hand? And
Yes.
you're like, what do I do with that? And I'm a handshaker. Like, I'll shake your hand. Don't crush me, but I'll shake your hand pretty good.
I call
But
that the
sometimes you
dead
get the
fish
weak hand.
hand.
You're like, ooh.
I call that the dead fish handshake.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Put a piece of liver in my hand next time, buddy.
and it just tells you how excited they are to meet you.
Right. I'm like, well, you're overwhelmed by me, apparently.
Or I think also it says about the person, maybe they're not as confident as you are to be able to to get into your intimate space. Because that's what it is. You're crossing into somebody's intimate space. Some people are okay with that. Some people aren't. Some people are huggers, and some people are like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
They're getting into that space.
Wow.
Which is nice. A good hug's nice every now and again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Loutopia podcast. I'm Lou Angel Wolf, and we've been talking about the simple things in life and the best things in life. And I was kind of challenging whether some of the best things in life are free, and we've come to the conclusion that they mostly are. But you can buy some really cool shit. You listen to the Loutopia podcast every week on the Podomatic, or you can get on the IRN Broadcast Network. That's irnbroadcast.com, or YouTube, or Loutopia.com, the newly revamped Loutopia.com website, to where you can find out about the cast. It's kind of like Ancient Aliens. So,
Except we got better haircuts.
Better haircuts.
Got better shaped skulls.
Yes. And, they're having alien Ancient Alien Con now. Ancient Alien Con. Like
Oh.
Comic Con.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, so now like fans of the Ancient Alien show are going to meet, I think, in Vegas or something. And
Well, they're missing the point. It's the modern aliens that matter, you know.
Ancient Alien, we've seen that story. You ancient aliens. But so and that's the thing, Beth. I just to circle back around from where we started. I'm so happy that you and Nancy have the shop going now, and I just see. I really, I mean, not to blow smoke up your skirt, which is fun, but that I really do see global change coming out of that wonderful little space down there in South Sarasota. Between the singing bowls, between the energy that you're putting out, and the people that are drawing into this loop, amazing. I mean, we're going to look back on this 2-3 years from now and just go, wow. I'm predicting it. I'm seeing it. I'm sensing it, and I've been involved in few projects that have felt so right as the Loutopia thing, and now, hey, what are you guys gonna do to me Thursday morning? What do I got scheduled Thursday morning?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a crystal chakra balancing massage.
Crystal chakra balancing massage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go down there tomorrow night, and I'm gonna camp out at Casa Beth, and then I'm gonna get up in the morning and go for a crystal chakra balancing massage. That's a great way to start your day, with your chakra all balanced and shit.
All your chakras.
That and a line of Coke.
Or Play-Doh if you're really.
I'm gonna smell Play-Doh all the way home. I'm just gonna put. I'll be like some weird character in an Austin Powers movie with a little container of Play-Doh that I just quietly sniff all the time.
Yeah, baby.
And then, I like to smell the Play-Doh. But
Go to the mall.
yes. So, and now those are things that are available at the Ohm Shop regularly. I mean, I'm like a celebrity chakra balance act, but so I think. But that's something people can get there, right?
Yeah, so those are available on Thursdays. We have 2 wonderful massage therapists. And if you'd like to try an energy treatment, there's sound wave attunement, and there's a crystal alchemy treatment as well. We also offer something called integrated energy therapy, which is a angel-guided therapy, which really is customized to you as you move through it. So I've had one, and it was really a transformational experience. So yeah, check it all out, and we're looking forward to having you come down and experience that. And I appreciate your kind words. It's a little overwhelming right now, all that's happening, and it's beautiful to have the support of everybody on this show and you as well. So, from your lips to God's ears.
Well, what you're experiencing, Beth, is the earthly challenge. The spiritual challenge is totally flowing in your direction. Picture it like 2 rivers flowing side by side, one free and just cascading, and the other one with many obstacles, which humanity, business, commerce, all those things, those would be rocks of, things you got to learn to go around or smooth out as you go over them. But just knowing that that river also meets the other river too, just a little further downstream. And I'm sorry you got to go through all that hazarai, but that's how it is in this day and age, these times. And from
Clearing jungle.
yeah, and I'm just. But the thing about the Ohm Shop is the vibration and the energy that it is receiving and producing is going to overshadow any type of you'll have supernatural business decisions made for you, where all you have to do is comply.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I can, I see that happening, and there's, like we were talking about a few minutes ago about a narcissistic, egomaniacal business owner. Yeah, he might do better on a bottom line, or maybe turn a little more profit per hour or whatever, but he's, that's on a short-term gain, to where what you're doing and is a long-term gain, and in many avenues of thought, an eternal gain for you and everybody that comes in contact with you and the shop and Nancy, and and this show, I could not be more happy to promote it and just help you on with whatever the forward levels are.
That's beautiful. Well, I look back and, just a few short years ago, I was knee deep in AT&T and corporate America and not feeling it, man. And, to take that leap of faith to follow, spirit, to follow where I was being led, it just keeps, the next door just keeps opening and the next door just keeps opening. So, I trust that we'll all be the same as we move forward.
What did you do when you were at AT&T? What was your title?
So I was a business account manager.
Oh, boy.
So I had a territory of, I handled all the commercial. And so it's interesting because all of that, right, even being unhappy in those times, but all of that has, everything that I've done in my life really has converged now at this point to prepare me for this opportunity. So, it's nice when you look back and go, oh, that was all worth it. I needed every second of that to get here.
Yes, well, and and you got trained in a huge marketing atmosphere, and probably the level of that marketing has instilled some confidence in you, because you know how the big boys do it. I have a funny little working at AT&T story.
I love it.
Not really funny, but poignant maybe. I had a friend, Cindy, wonderful whiz girl of a secretary, typed 120 words a minute, just pretty, funny, pliable, just a wonderful person, and went for and very spiritual, very, very deep spiritual person. Really kind of a seer, kind of a knower. She was like a healer and a really, really kind girl. And she got hired out there at the Jacksonville AT&T, and inside the big corporate, the big thing where you need like badges and retina scans,
security,
and all that stuff to get in. And she said she had gone through all these tests, taken and spent weeks and weeks actually getting the job and learning the job and this and that, and like her first day on the job, she says there was just something that came over her. She goes, it was really, really strange. She says it was almost like every light in the office had like a gray shade thrown over it for just a couple of seconds. And when she looked around, she asked the girl next to her, goes, what happened there? And they go, what happened what? She goes, the lights just went dim. They went gray. They went, what the hell are you talking about? And experienced it. And then she went to lunch that day, got violently ill at lunch just from nerves. And like by the end of the day, she says she was sitting and quaking in her desk, just sitting there, just unable to move forward, unable to do her job. And she literally called in the next day and quit.
Yeah.
She's
That's why I switched to Sprint.
Thank you. I dangled that one out there.
Yeah, they didn't. Her angels didn't want her spending any time there.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you know such darkness from that place?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I think they're, it's a different vibration, right? It's money, and that's really all it is. And so you can pretend it, you can pretend it's something else, but, all day long and everything that's being done, it is about being the most profitable with the least amount of spend, and human beings just don't matter. And I always find it interesting that we call them entities, right? A corporate entity. You create an entity.
Right.
And then it's almost as if we give away our power to that entity, and we say, okay, the only thing that matters is now we literally just worship the bottom line, and that is a culture that is, I think that paradigm of Wall Street and all of that it has to change, because the human being should be the most important thing first in any company.
Yes.
And the quality of life and the quality of the experience.
That's what Richard Branson broadcasts, that his happy employees make his customers happy via being happy employees. So, and I think he's right. Well, corporate greed definitely is not one of our favorite things in the world, but one of my favorite things in the world is Beth Snyder. Beth, thank you so much for being on today, and innumerable blessings for your business down there, the Om Shop. That's TheOmshoppe, the omshoppe.com. Lots of incredible stuff. I bought a couple bagfuls of gifts, and you should just see everybody's little eyes just light up when I bring them something from the Om Shop.
Nancy said, "Find out if his mom liked your bracelet."
I find that out Thursday. I'm going to bring it up to her.
Oh, wonderful!
But
wonderful.
Isaac liked his. Isaac liked his a lot.
Oh, good.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, seated to the right of me, Michael Merberg. And you want to say goodnight to the people, Michael?
Good night, people.
We're in the home stretch.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to say goodnight?
Good night. A pleasure as always, Beth.
Beth.
Oh, yes.
So nice, honey. So nice having you on. And you can get hold of Beth at BethSnyderHypnosis.com for the best hypnotherapist I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Loutopia podcast. I'm Lou Angel Wolf. It's time to say goodnight. Thank you so much for listening. We've been on for over a year now, and we have many, many shows. Go back into the archives. Chris, you got them all up on Loutopia, right?
Your podcast, you on Podomatic, you got to increase your space. So I have them all saved.
Okay.
But if you go pro on Pod, we can put them all
Let's
up there.
Let's go pro tonight.
During this week.
Okay. I got my credit card. Here we go.
I need new shoes.
All right, babe. Well, you got them. I'll take you over to Peltz. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening in. We're here every week on IRN Broadcast, Podomatic, Loutopia.com, YouTube, wherever you find us. And we love you for it. Good night, everybody.